Hi beautiful, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to contour your face, and this is going to be a beginner's guide, so it'll be easy to follow. If you are new to my channel, then consider subscribing if you like makeup videos, and welcome back to my channel if you are already subscribed. Yes, let's just get on into the video. Okay, so what I'm going to start off with is, I never really use like a cream contour or anything like that, but it is a good place to start because it's easy to kind of like maneuver around your face, it's easy to blend out, and it's easier to kind of fix if you've made any mistakes. But I'm going to show you how to do it in powder form, and I personally find this quite an easy way to do it. Why do I always go? So I like to go in with the Balm Bahama Mama contour powder, but I feel like it has like a nice undertone, and I find that it really does blend easily. And what I like to do is I go in with a brush, so just a brush that looks like this. You can use like a blush brush. I know you can get contour brushes that do have like a slight angle on them, but I just find this is just like the nicest fluffy brush to use to contour with. So what you want to start off with is you want to swirl your brush into your desired contour, and you don't want to take too much at first because you want to kind of build up that colour. So just tap off any excess, and what you want to do is you want to start off by finding the hollows of your cheekbone. So usually it starts from like the top of your ear. Now I've got dimples on both sides, which usually helps me a lot. Like, really weird place to have dimples, but it does help me when I do contouring. But if you obviously don't have that, then you will kind of feel it when you push your hand just under the cheekbone. There'll be a hollow part, so you want to kind of follow this, and you want to stop just here where the center of your eye is. So you don't want to come any closer, you want to keep it just here, so that when you kind of look front on, you can see that shadowing. You kind of keep it in the hollow parts, you will create more of a shadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by, I usually start right at the top and I just start to bring it down. Also as well, making a face like this, you will literally just suck in those hollow parts and it will create a guideline for you to work with. So I'm just going to do that. We want to start to like bring it just upwards like this. We want to kind of create that shadow. If we kind of brought it down here, it's going to completely defeat the purpose of that kind of contoured face. So I'm just going to again take a little bit of product and just follow that line just like that. So obviously you can see, I mean it doesn't really help because I have got a dimple there, but you can kind of start to see here where we're bringing that shadow in on our faces. Obviously here we've got like a blank canvas, and then here we've got a slight bit of shadow, and it's kind of bringing in the face slightly. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So we've got the bit of kind of definition and shape to the face, and then going to do the same for the jaw. So you just want to take it where you've already got that kind of shadow, just follow it all the way around, just kind of like angling it off at each point just to create a more defined jawline. And then I'm just going to take it around the temples. Now this really all depends on whether you've got like a bigger forehead, a smaller forehead. Because I've got a really rounded face, I'm just going to kind of bring it just here to kind of cut off that like rounded effect. Now if you have got a square face, then you can sort of like just bring it higher just up the top to create more of a rounded face, which when it comes to contour and stuff, I always find it funny that we're always like trying to strive for someone else's face, and that person that we're striving for is trying to strive for someone else's shaped face. Like it is hilarious. But I'm literally just going to be taking it just around the tops of my temples just to slightly like slim the face down. I'm then just going to do the same thing, take a little bit of that product and just run that down the nose. Now with the nose contour, you want to kind of just place it like, so you're going to have like two lines to your nose anyway. You don't want to take it like on the line because you're literally just accentuating the same size and shape. You want to bring it that little bit closer into the middle just to create like a slimmer nose. So I'm just going to lightly dab that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to really kind of bring that contour to the forefront. So I'm going to be taking my Laura Mercier powder in translucent, and I'm just going to be bringing a line just under that contour. So I'm going to start from underneath and bring that all the way down. Do the same on the other side. So all the way down. Also under the eye as well. This will bring your nose contour, like, just kind of snatch it a little bit more. Bring it right up to where you did the nose contour. And then on top of the cheekbones, this will lighten all of the places. You've got like kind of like darker places which will bring everything backwards, and the lighter will bring everything forward. Now, for like, if you're going on a night out, most people tend to do this with like concealer, but when it's just like every day, I feel like it's a lot more of a lighter look when you use a little bit of powder. It kind of still is translucent, but it will still slightly brighten those areas. I mean, if you used a yellow powder as well, like a banana powder, that will brighten as well. So it will kind of do the same sort of thing. It's kind of creating that more defined line. Everything looks a lot slimmer, and you can kind of see the contrast between the light and the dark. But once I've obviously dusted off the powder, it will all blend in and look seamless, so you won't even notice. So I'm just going to kind of let that bake for a little while. Also, the tip as well for creating a more contoured face is the highlight. So a really good highlight that doesn't look glittery, doesn't look dusty or powdery. I find that the Pixie Glowy Powder in London Luster, which just looks like this is a great highlighter. And the reason for that is because when you blend it in, it just looks like a sheen on the skin. Like I always say, a wet look highlight, but it really does. And I feel like those highlights create a more natural look to the skin, more of a fresh, like sometimes if I'll do it and I'll go out, I look like I've like got natural, it's like natural sweat, which is sometimes not what you want, but I feel like it looks so much more natural than if I was to have like a really glittery highlight that was like caught the light all the time. Like this is just a glow throughout the day. This will kind of work alongside the contour really, really well and bring the contour back and the highlighted points forward. So I've just dusted off the powder, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put on the highlighter. So what I usually do is I take this really like small angled brush and I take the tiniest bit like in the lid, and I just put that on the highest points where you can see where you've just put the contour. Just put it on those high points. Same with my nose, so putting it on the highlighted points just where obviously we contoured, and then we do the highlighted points in the center. Just going to do some on my chin, and then just above the brow will create like a more lifted brow as well. Yeah, we've created more of a depth to the face, brought the cheekbones in, we've kind of like created more of a slimmer face by contouring around the edges, and yeah, brought that highlighter on top of where we just contoured, so that brings it all to the forefront and the contour back. So yeah, that is literally it. So that, guys, is the contour look. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if it is helpful to you, and comment down below what tips and tricks you have to contour your face. And yeah, I will put up a few videos on the screen just now for you. Go and check those out if you want to see a little bit more from me. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel and you enjoy this type of content, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!